what we call a shop filler. So yes, we all make gorgeous, big, fancy wreaths. That's what I like to make and teach, you know. That's why it says text us the word bloom, because our design school is open right now. Okay, let's flip this around and let me take this dude off, okay? So I'm going to unscrew this. Oh, that's the wrong way. So, ooh, it's very loud, sorry. These have some little screws on here. We can take them out. So what I'm telling you is when you're out shopping for things like this, I want you to see if you can take them apart. And I think we can. I think we can. We almost got it. Let me get this one off. I didn't unscrew it quite enough. Let me hold it. This is fun getting out the power tools with y'all. Totally fun. There it came out. And you could use this farmhouse little sign for a wreath or something. I'm going to just put it in my little stash to come back to. And look, it even has hangers. If you want to hang it this way, it has hangers. We could take those off too if we wanted to. Because I think I'm going to make this one to hang up and down. We'll see. But just like that, look, the farmhouse sign's off. And we're ready to go. If I want to take these little hangers off, I'm going to see if I can get them off right now. I'm going to need a little... Oh, I can do it. Got it. So I'll just add a little wire hanger. I don't need all this, but I don't want this, you know, scratching anybody's door for sure. Just knock that out. Yeah, I just knock it with the drill. Why use any proper tools when we can just knock it out that way? I thought we were going to need a little wrench to hold it, but it seems to be working okay. So I'm going to take this one out too. So I've removed all the screws and got to play with the drill. Y'all, Honey Bunny was working on updating our new warehouse that has the studios for going live on it, and we could not find the drill. So guess what? He got to buy another new drill. He's so spoiled. Honey Bunny loves to get new toys. Okay, so I got this one at closeout at Hobby Lobby for $6.75. Got the little basket. All right. Now, the other supplies are going to come from our website, Kaliz.com, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to make these cute little door hangers. So, depending how you're watching this video, I'm going to have it hang this way, up and down. Now, I know if you're over on TikTok, this will be the way it's going to hang, okay? And YouTube and Facebook, I've got it going up and down. Now, what we're going to do is, because this is kind of like a country, a farmhouse, a more rustic piece we're making, you want to get a greenery that is suitable to that. So this is a nice iced greenery with a berry. It works perfect. It's not too bold. This is item number 81823 on Kaliz.com. 81823. It's brand new, so it may not be up there yet, but if you're watching the replay later, check. We're going to use that, and I'm going to keep it really simple. We're going to use this nice bendable twig. That's 23288. It's a curly willow, and I can just bend this up, and it's all wired, so we'll play with that. So literally, that is the two florals I'm going to use in here, keeping them super simple. And we're going to let the spectacular part happen with the bow. So wait till you see how easy this is going to be put together. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put this to the side for a moment, and we're going to make the bow, okay? Now, because the greenery we picked out is icy, I think it's a perfect time to add in a really pretty icy ribbon. So this has got, it's got glitter and sparkle to make it just look totally icy, which goes perfect with our greenery bush that we picked out. So I'm going to use that. And then I picked out two other more like rustic type ribbons. And I don't want to say necessarily country, but kind of like country Christmas. This one has that stitching on the edge, and it's a little bit off-white. And then this one is a nice stripe with a white. Okay, so we're going to mix all three of these ribbons. And I'll have a supply list out for you guys tomorrow, so you can go to Kaliz.com and check out all of the ribbons if you want to get some of these for your projects. All right, so we're going to mix these three ribbons. I'm going to grab my bow maker. I did heat up the glue pot in case we needed it, but I don't don't know that we're necessarily going to need it because we're going to be clustering all this up. All right, let's bring it on here. Let's start off with that snowy ribbon in the back. I love that one. Okay, and as far as our tail length, what I want you to do is bring your basket back or whatever you're making your cluster for. And you want to see how, I just whacked myself with it. You want to see how long you want those tails to hang out of it. So if we're going to make a nice pretty cluster and it's going to sit about the mid-range of the basket, if I want the tail to hang out of the basket, which would be super pretty, but I want to still be able to curl it a little, you know, I've got to give myself a little bit of spacing on that. So if I bring that to here, that is about 18 inches. So I'm going to go with that to be my length for my longest tails. Then I'll go shorter from there, okay? Let's bring it in and come right to the center. All right, bring it in and give it a twist. I'm going to go out at 6 inches. Because it doesn't, no, let's go 5.5. This does not need to be big. This is in a small area. Matter of fact, let's double check that before I go any further. Bring my little basket back. Is that going to work? I think it's a little bit big. Let's go a little smaller. Let's go 5. So you're going to have to kind of measure on your piece that you want to make a cluster to go in. Let's go 4. Let's go 4.5. A little bit tighter. 4.5. Let's do 2 loops of the snowy here in the back. I think that is such a cute ribbon. And it is fun to work with because it sits up really nice. 4.5 here. I hope you guys are having a great pre-weekend. Pre-weekend. Every day of the week could be pre-weekend. Until you get to the weekend. We're making some Christmas. It's the time of year we're doing Christmas, fall, Halloween, all of it. A little bit every day. All right, now I'm going to bring in our cute little ribbon that has the stitching. Let's bring a little pop of this in. And I'll just angle cut that also. And we're going to go quite a bit shorter on the tail. Twist. I'm just going to do 1 loop at the same length. I'm going to go at 5.5. So we got a little bit of the crystally. We've got a little bit of the stripe now coming down. It's kind of got like a stitching on the edge. Now I'm going to bring a pop of the stripe in just to kind of give it a little bit of line movement going down. We could even maybe just make this a bow tie. Let me see if I like it. So the nice thing is when you work with the bow maker like this, you can just try it. See if you like it. And if you don't, you can pull it back out. Oh, that's super cute. Super cute. I love it. Oh, y'all, Nicole, my assistant's texting me. Yeah, Nicole, it's giving me an error. So we are just rocking on with what we got tonight. It is what it is. Okay, the cute little bow tie. Now, see, that added that little touch in there. And I think I'll go down the center with the pretty little snowy, crystally ribbon, icy ribbon. I'm getting in here and getting some cable ties, guys. We're going to need a couple. I think I'm going to have to grab some for my cable tie big bag over here. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. Let me grab them. I got some. I gotta keep an eye on my big bag of cable ties. It could run out any day now. Okay. I've got plenty of them now. So I'm gonna go right down the center and pull my cute little bow off. And just add some pressure. Now, what we do from here is what's really important. We got to fluff this guy out and make him look super cute. So I'm going to rotate that to the back and start to separate all of these pieces. Look at this. Isn't this fantastic? Super cute. Okay, I'm going to rotate it to the back and I'm going to add a cable tie right to the middle and get that nice and tight. Now I'm going to bring the crystally ribbon right back to the center because I think that will be a great little pop of sparkle. And it'll bring a little bit of that crystally part to the middle. I like to bring the color from the back to the front. Okay, so let's take and just fold this on itself. Yes, that's gonna look great. That's gonna look really cute on this bow. See how cute that is? It's just a simple little bow, and I think it's gonna look good on our little basket. Especially because we're gonna use the snowy greenery in there. And I think we're gonna put the brown twigs with it. If we don't like that, we can always get some snowy twigs. All right. So the bow's done, guys. That is probably the hardest part of the project, getting that bow made. But once that's finished, we're ready to grab our basket and come back over here. And let's put it together now. Here comes our basket. Our deconstructed farmhouse basket. Now, we're going to add a hanger to it, so I think we'll just go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to take a wire. This is an 18 gauge wire right here. And I'm just going to flip this guy over, and we're going to put it a little bit higher than halfway. And because we're going to be covering it all here, you don't have to worry about it even showing. Okay, just bend that and just bring these in. See, and it'll be a hanger just like that. Now rotate this around. And I'm just going to attach this to itself, or you can even just weave it around a couple of the little slats to hold it. You'll be good. It's not going to weigh a lot. We can twist it around itself and bring it back, and then you know it's going to hang just fine. So now you've got a nice hanger on the back to hang it. You don't want to put it too low or it might flop out. Just keep it right here in the center where we can kind of cover it. It's a little bit above center. All right, let's grab our greenery and our twigs. We're going to make ourselves a little cluster now with these. So just cut this bush right down into different sections. I'm going to cut it up and down here. I'm leaving these all at as long as I can cut them on the stem. So this will just be a simple, cute little project. Okay, now, when I say cluster, this is a method that you could design in any project where you make the clusters ahead of time and then you apply them to your project. And so this is some of the techniques we teach in design school. This is kind of like a basic beginner level, but it's the same kind of concept that you can build on to do bigger projects. So you can see I'm laying out these, and I'm kind of got a triangle pattern working. That's something consistent you're going to see in floral design a lot. The use of odds and the kind of shaping of how we want them to lay out. So you can see here I've kind of got a higher point and two lower points. And these all overlap in the center, so it lets me get a nice little cluster right here. And I'm just going to grab this and make it super tight to start with. And you're going to build up from here and add some more layers. But this is a super simple way to get started. You can make all kind of fun pieces for your home like this too. And we'll do some more videos for you that are simple projects like this. But you can see I've just made a little simple table swag that's super basic. Now, when I add the bow to this, you can already see how stinking cute that's going to be with the snowy ribbon and the snowy flocked greenery in behind. That's perfect. Now, I want to add some twigs because I want to kind of tie in the rusticness of the background of the basket. So this is a willow branch, and I'm just going to cut these all off the main stem because we're going to use these to have some fun with here. And let's just take and let me take some of the smaller ones and let's see if I can get a good curl on them. I think this stem curls up nicely. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. Get this kind of whimsical, fun curl. And let's lay some kind of going up. And I'll bring that a little bit tighter. This one could kind of shoot out with maybe just a little bit of a curve. It doesn't have to be totally curly. Like kind of just shooting out. That's fun. This is a really long one, so let's curl it nice and tight. You can use your fingers. You can use a dowel rod. Depending how tight you want all this. You can use one finger and get like a little tight curl. That's fun too. Just keep going. I don't like it too uniform. So that turned out pretty. Love that. Just keep layering it up here and we'll let that kind of come out. Remember, we're going to have the bow here so we can kind of stagger them. This shorter piece, I think I'll just let it come out and we'll curve it the other way. So I'm just adding, oh, that looks great. I'm just adding a little bit of rusticness. And can you notice, even though these are small little details, I'm paying attention to my placement. These are opposite, these are opposite. Okay, and let's use one more at the top that's a little tighter curl. So I'm gonna go around my finger. So even though this is a simple little project, I still pay attention to my placement and where I'm putting things so that I can get a really nice finished look and kind of that designer touch when it all comes down to it. Now, these can't overlap and be all messy because they're right here in the front. So I've got to trim them neat and get them pretty close when they're overlapping so we don't have a lot of extra stems. We got one piece of greenery left to kind of hide our mechanics, but we'll use that after we put the bow in. Okay, so these guys are tucking in here, and we can manipulate them a little bit more and spread them out better. And I'm gonna go ahead and cable tie that in. Look how fun this is. Isn't that just the cutest? We took that twig bush, and I love using real twigs also, but you can't curl real twigs like this. So that's one of the benefits of artificial twigs. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my cluster in, and I kind of like to put it a little bit sideways, and don't mind that it's popping out of the basket. I think that's fun for it to kind of be flowing out. So I like this a little bit sideways like that. Let's take a look at that and see how that's gonna work with our bow. And then maybe we put our bow sideways also. Oh my gosh, super cute and super simple. Really, really simple pieces. This is a great craft show filler. You can make these super fast. So I'm happy with all of that. We have a cable tie back here behind the bow. So let's just use this to attach it to our basket. So just go around, come back through. You can even do this before you put the greenery in. So this way I don't have it obnoxiously sticking out a whole bunch on the back. It's just going over through the center. Okay, so it looks nice and professional. Now we're just going to go straight with it, I think, just to keep it kind of classic looking. But you could catty corner it also. Either way is fine. Just adjust where you're placing it. So I'm going to get this a little tighter, as we want that kind of sucked down on there. Now let me cut off our little piece, and then we're going to do the embellishment part. So we're going to tweak where the twigs are, where the tails of the ribbon are, and everything, okay? And then we've got our last piece of greenery to hide those mechanics. So even though this is a simple, easy project, this is not a massive floral design. It's pretty simple and basic. There's still a lot of little pieces that if you take time to get them right, your piece is going to look much more put together than something at a big box store. Okay, and especially if you're going to photograph these simple pieces like this for your Etsy shop, oh my gosh, oh, it's going to be so cute. This is such a sparkly ribbon. That's adorable. Let me curl this one up really tight. I like to curl my tails. And if you want the curl to stay in more permanently, just tack a little glue in there, like if you really want to make sure it's staying. Okay, that is super simple and so stinking cute. Really basic and adorable. Now, take the last piece of greenery and let's cut it up into a few little bitty sections here. Okay, there's 1 and 2. I think 2 is going to do us. And here's where our glue is going to come in. I'm going to take and just glue a little bit down here to cover my mechanics. Put this piece in there and put the other piece at the top. I'm going to use the shorter piece at the bottom. So I'm getting a little hot glue on here, and we'll just tuck this in. And if you wanted to add some little pine cones, some fun little berries, anything like that, you could just go to town, guys, and add more and more. I'm going to put this piece up at the top. Now, we made this to hang, but you could just adjust those tails, guys, and take one tail and spin it this way and one tail and spin it that way, and all of a sudden you've got a great little table centerpiece. So y'all make sure you're checking those clearance racks for fun little containers like this that you can easily just get out the screwdriver, unscrew a little sign, and make something so sweet and simple. The hanger's on the back, it's ready to hang. we're good to go. I think that one turned out so sweet and fun. And I'll definitely be putting that in the shop to sell, and putting it in my Etsy store because it's just nice and easy. All right, Blue Merinos, I'll see you next time.